Angkor Wat is a temple complex in Cambodia, and it also one of the largest religious monuments in the world, on a site measuring 162.6 hectares. Originally constructed as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu for the Khmer Empire, it was gradually transformed into the Buddhist temple toward the end of 12th century. It was built by the first king Suryavarman in the early 12th century for the capital of Khmer Empire. He built this for his state temple and also an evangelical Muslim. Breaking from the Surya tradition of previous king, Angkor Wat was instead dedicated to Vishnu. As the best preserved temple at the site, it is the only one to have remained a significant religious center since its foundation. The temple is at the top of the high classical style of Khmer architecture. It has become a symbol of Cambodia, appearing on its national flag, and it is the country's prime attraction for visitors. Angkor Wat combined two basic plans of Khmer temple architecture, the Temple Mountain and the later Gallery Temple. It is designed to represent Mount Meru. Angkor Wat lies 5.5 km north of the modern town of Siem Reap, which was centered at Bapun, in an area of Cambodia where there is an important group of ancient structures. The initial design and construction of the temple took place in the first half of the 12th century, during the reign of the second king Suryavarman. It was built as the king's state temple and capital city. Its original name is unknown, but it may have been known as Vareavsnullo. Work seemed to have ended shortly after the death of the king, leaving some of the decoration unfinished. But 27 years after the death of the second king Suryavarman, Angkor was sacked by Cham, the traditional enemy of the Khmer. Thereafter, the empire was restored by a new king, Jayavarman VII, who established a new capital and a state temple, which is Angkor Thom and Bayon Temple, and it lies a few kilometers to the north. And toward the end of the 12th century, Angkor Wat gradually transformed from a Hindu center of worship to Buddhism, which continues until now. The outer wall is surrounded by an open ground and a moat which is 190 meters wide and over 5 kilometers in perimeter. Access to the temple is by an earth bank to the east and a sandstone causeway to the west. The latter, the main entrance, is a later addition, possibly replacing by a wooden bridge. Under the southern tower is a statue of Vishnu, which may originally have occupied the temple's central gallery run between the tower and as far as two further entrance on the either side of the elephant gate, as they are large enough to admit those animals. This gallery has square pillar on the outer side and a closed wall on the inner side. The ceiling between the pillar is decorated with flower carving, and the west side of the wall decorated with dancing human figure, and the east side of the wall covered with plastered window, dancing male figure on prancing animal, and devatas. The outer wall enclosed a space of 820,000 square meters, which beside the temple proper was originally occupied by the city, and to the north of the temple is the royal palace. Most of the area is now covered by forest. A 350-meter causeway connects the western gopura to the temple proper, with Naga balustrade and 6 sets of steps leading down to the city on either side. Each side also features a library with entrance at each cardinal point. In front of the third set stair from the entrance and a point between the library and the temple itself. The point a later addition to the design, as it is the terrace guarded by line connecting the causeway to the central structure. The stone, as smooth as polished marble, were laid without mortar, with very tight joints that are sometimes hard to find. The blocks were presumably put in place by a combination of elephant, cord rope, pulley, and bamboo scaffolding. Some scholars have suggested that these were used to join them together with iron rod, but others claim that they were used to hold temporary pegs to help put them into place. The monument was made out of 5 to 10 million sandstone blocks with a maximum weight of 1.5 tons each. The entire city of Angkor was built with sandstone quarry 40 kilometers away. The sandstone had to be transported from Mount Golain, a quarry approximately 40 kilometers to the northeast. The route has been suggested to span 35 kilometers along a canal toward the Desab Lake. Another 35 kilometers crossing the lake, and finally 15 kilometers against the current along Siem Reap River, making a total journey of 90 kilometers. Since the 1990s, Angkor Wat has become a major tourist destination. However, from 1993 to 2004, there were only 7,650 visitors to the site. The number has reached over 1 million in 2007 and over 2 million by 2012. Most visited Angkor Wat, which received over 2 million foreign tourists in 2013. The site has been managed by the private Sokimat Group since 1990, which ran it from the Cambodian government. By now, Angkor Wat is the #1 tourist destination over the world.